So now that we're firmly in 2015, I wanted to make a couple of bookish resolutions that I could try to stick to this year. I've tried to keep them simple to encourage me to actually follow them. So my first goal, and the one that's most important to me, is to include a lot more diversity in my reading in 2015, because I made a spreadsheet of all of the statistics from all of the books that I read in 2014, and out of all 50 plus books, there was only one short story that I read by an author of colour, and that is just... So I'm looking forward to picking up books and researching and looking into where I can find books by authors of colour and also by authors from different nationalities. My second goal also relates to the diversity of the books that I read, and I found that most of the books that I read last year were by men. Not by a huge amount, but I do want to balance out that gap between male authors and female authors in 2015. I don't want to read exclusively female authors, but I do want to bridge the gap. My third goal only really applies to the first half of 2015, and it's to do with my writing. Because I'm attempting to write in the sci-fi genre and the magical realism / fairy tale-ish kind of feeling genre, I want to read more of those types of books, so pretty much all of my reading is going to fit somewhere into those categories within the next 6 months probably. And I also need to read more short stories because I'll be writing short stories this year, and I also need to read a lot more poetry. So those are my crossed over writing and reading goals. If anybody has any recommendations of sci-fi books that focus more on character and specifically the way technology affects a person, then that would be brilliant if you could leave that in the comments for me. I'm not very well versed in the sci-fi genre. I have no idea where this idea came from and why I decided to go for it when I know pretty much next to nothing about it, but hopefully within the next few months I can explore the genre a little bit more and try to incorporate that into my writing. Yeah, hopefully it'll all work out okay. I'm also on the lookout for short story collections that have something to do with fairy tales or magical realism, some kind of fantastical element involved in the stories. So if you have any recommendations for that, leave those in the comments as well, and especially if they are by an author of colour, if it's a translated work, because then that would fit in perfectly with 2 of my goals. My fourth goal is a writing goal, and this is to write every single day if I can, where possible. I was also thinking of doing something with my booktube channel in relation to writing, because I really enjoyed watching the NaNoWriMo vlogs. Really enjoyed watching those and watching people's progress and seeing how they overcame certain obstacles with their writings. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do those kinds of videos, but I would really like to. And I know that a lot of other people that read books are also into writing, so I know a lot of you that watch these videos are probably writers as well. And yeah, if it's something that you're interested in, please let me know, because then we can, you know, talk in the comments about writing specifically, and that would be amazing. And my fifth and final goal is to read 40 books, and that's my Goodreads challenge for this year. It's the same as last year, and I did pass 40 books last year, but I didn't want to bring the number up any further because I felt like if I did, it might force me to read books that I don't particularly want to read. I would rather read less books that I know I'm going to enjoy and get something out of, rather than force myself into reading books that I have no interest in just to fulfill a number, because I don't like putting that kind of pressure on myself. So those are all of the goals that I've made for 2015. Hopefully this video will make me accountable for it. The one that I'm most passionate about right now is definitely the reading more diversely and also writing every day, so we shall see how those go, hopefully very well. Let me know what your goals are for 2015 and leave a link in the comments if you have a video or a blog post or whatever. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you very soon with my 2014 tag. Goodbye! 2015, I didn't want to get to interruptions. So 15 rather than getting to my dog is barking so much.